Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we have missing Sonya Lawona Tukes. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. She went missing May 9th, 2004 from Tennille, Georgia, 22 years old, 5'5", 178 pounds. Between the hours of 10 p.m. on May 9th and 5 a.m. on May 10th, she had left the residence in Tennille, Georgia, never to be seen again. She had gone to bed at this residence around 10 p.m., this says. Her family woke up at 5 a.m. to find that she had gone and never heard from again. There's another information that says she got a phone call or something. There's a picture of her. Here's a Jane Doe that was found. This is May 9th. This is May 22nd. 13 days later, like 2 weeks later, in Atlanta, Georgia. Estimated PMI says 0 weeks. Estimated to be about 5'6", and I think she was 5'5". Found in a shed by a landscaper working nearby. Had probably been dead for 1 to 3 weeks, and that would have been about 2 weeks that she was missing. So I was wondering if this might not be her. All parts are covered. Hair brown, black. Appears to be styled in cornrows. Light-colored counter sports tube top, Canyon River blues, blue jeans, 23-inch measured inseam, Ozark Trail, blue plaid, long-sleeve men's tall extra-large jacket, Steve Madden shoe on left foot, no size apparent, small, red beaded necklace rosary with white cross, yellow metal fine necklace with occasional beads, yellow metal spiral ring, with white stones, 1 metal toe ring. I don't know if that could be her or not. There's the jewelry. I don't know if that's something that somebody put with them or something that they had with them. And here's another Jane Doe found February 25th, 2005. Estimated age 25 to 45. Estimated PMI 6 months. Found by a road construction crew doing work near the side of the road. Only bones recovered were, it mentions, I'm not going to read all those, but it's partial skeleton parts only. Uncertain of the race of the person, female. And this is the Charlie Project. And it says, see, her hair could have been brown black, where that one says the hair is brown black. Because some of the pictures makes it look like her hair might be like brown black, depending on which picture was most recent. She was wearing a black t-shirt, green shorts, and black flip-flop sandals. Her ears were pierced. What clothing was this? Light-colored, counter sports tube top, blue jeans. I don't know, 1 shoe. So this says she was last seen going at her sister's residence on May 10th, 2004. This is May 9th. She had gone to bed the night before. She got a call about 1:15 a.m. and may have stepped outside to talk to the person. That was like 1 o'clock in the morning. When her family woke up at 5 a.m., she was gone and there were no indications of forced entry. She was never heard from again. She was working as a babysitter and dating a man. Her relationship with her boyfriend has been described as contentious, and they had an argument just before her disappearance. The boyfriend hired an attorney before police were able to question him about her disappearance. He maintains his innocence and says he doesn't know what happened to her. Foul play is suspected in her case. And this is online. Cold Case Project. Updated January 17th, 2024. Posted May 18th, 2023. It says, sleep with your window up, sleep with your door open, but now you better sleep with everything bolted down, said Susan Roger Tukes' mother. Washington County, Georgia, the first in the nation named for General George Washington, America's first president, with a little over an hour to drive to Augusta. This rural community was home of Sonya Tukes and her family when she was born in 1981, and in that quiet town, Susan Rogers still remembers what her baby cries meant: milk ready to eat. She raised 4 children in the 80s and 90s in what she believed was a safe community. Barbara Tukes, Sonya's older sister, remembers that time too, enjoying the simple life. Playing outside the mud, playing hide and go seek, jump rope, she remembered. Back then, the family said children played all day. By the time Sonya hit 9th grade, it was off to Washington County High School. You tell her to do something, she'd do it. She was a good, sweethearted person, her mother said. As soon as her high school career began, it abruptly ended. She probably would have finished school, but she got pregnant at a young age, Tukes said of her sister. Sonya became a mother at age 15 years old. She was a good babysitter, so that's how we knew she was going to be a great mom. She used to always keep my nephew when he came from Atlanta. Bring him to me, I'll keep him. I'm just going to skim through this. She attended church at Georgia Grove Baptist Church. She was protective of her son, even giving her child's father custody when he was taken away from her by the state. But her sister said there was one thing Sonya could not protect herself from: domestic violence. She met him at a young age. She couldn't be apart from him. Then when the violence got started, we used to always tell her, you deserve better than that. You don't need that. Sheriff Joel Cochran with the Washington County Sheriff's Office sat down with the Cold Case Project after alerting us of the Joint Task Force. He said there was violence involved prior to her disappearance. It's my understanding she had some interaction with law enforcement, dealing with some domestic issues. About a week before her disappearance, her and her boyfriend got into a fight. Both of them were arrested. Tukes told us when she bailed her sister out, she took her home. A trailer on Wimberly Circle in Tennille. She worked that week at a construction company contracted to lay down State Road 88. And that Sunday, the family celebrated Mother's Day, and the family preparing a meal. She said, I don't know, I cooked too much. Roger said, unsure of the exact food they ate. We left from down there. We went to a bootleg and, just out because it was Mother's Day. She was like, I'm not going to be out late. Let's go home. I can't go to work drunk. She took her 7-year-old son to her grandmother's home on his dad's side so that she could work that week. Then they went home, took a bath, went to bed. How I knew she was gone the next morning, her boss man called me and said, hey, Tukes hasn't shown up for work. I'm like, that ain't her, Barbara Tukes said. Tukes told us a friend, her sister, worked with called the home looking for Sonya as well, but she didn't answer, not wanting to get in between her sister's 2 male companions. Later, Cold Case Project learned what happened on Wimberly Circle in the early morning hours of May 10, 2004. She got a phone call around 1:15 in the morning. She stepped outside, leaving the back door slightly open. The 22-year-old was wearing her bedclothes, green shorts, a black t-shirt, black flip-flop sandals when she disappeared. Roger said, I was thinking she's probably with Brad somewhere. Who's that? Her boyfriend, but she never returned. The family filed a missing persons report. I told the GBI that is not her. That it's just not her to run off and leave that child. So, they had done some searches which took place behind the home she disappeared from in the woods and along State Road 88 to the county line. So the phone call received, there was actually a payphone here back in 2004. It's just an old metal box. But then it was actually 2 payphones. This is where the phone call was. He said he started looking at the case 1 year after the disappearance. Traced it back to the payphone at the Sitco on Highway 15 in Tennille during the investigation. Said she had caller ID back then, and her sister would have more than likely known that it was that payphone and who the caller might be at the time of night. She knew it was probably him. He had called before off that number. Only this person would know that Sonya was at Barbara's house. This person knew Barbara's phone number, and this person knew exactly what time to make the phone call and what to say and what to do to get Sonya to come out of the house. While there is a person of interest in the case, there are no suspects. Wow, so they created a joint task force, and they've been trying to solve the case. They had a candlelight vigil. For now, loved ones remember a young mother who loved Thanksgiving music and a large compact disc collection. They remember her love for her son, too, and her strength. So she's been missing ever since. And if you have any information, please contact authorities with that information. Even if you feel like it's hearsay, you're not sure if it's... You're not sure how helpful it will be. You're not sure if it's important. Let them decide what's important and what's relevant. Maybe you've heard something over the years. Maybe somebody's been drinking and talking. Maybe you heard something in jail. Just let them know any information that you have. That is so sad. And here's the GBI and a picture of her. 22 years old. Very sad. And here's where she went missing at. I was looking where that Jane Doe was. That's like 2 hours away. I don't understand why somebody would go there if that would have been her. It's probably not her. It's probably somebody that went missing close to that area, because that's over 2 hours away. But that's the Jane Doe that I found. And they were about 5'6", estimated, and she was 5'5", and age 20 to 40. She was 40. She was 22. She was 22. And I don't know if her hair would have been in cornrows. You know, that's what I'm thinking. It's probably somebody that went missing really close to that area, but had probably been dead for 1 to 3 weeks, and she had been missing for 13 days, so that's 2 weeks. So I wondered if that was her, but I don't know. There's no way of knowing. Maybe, I would think they would have checked by now, but, you know, it could be somebody that wasn't even reported missing and isn't even in NamUs, or somebody completely different. And who knows? Don't forget to pray for her family and her loved ones. Feel free to leave comments. I just feel like it's so sad that this happened. So if you have any information at all about what might have happened to her, please contact authorities and let them know. Feel free to leave comments and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.